This is one of my favorite games that I've played. Alright. Yeah, I had to mold that. But here I got a natural lock with a needle. And I got that ancient stirrings on top. So I'm going to keep that because that'll help me dig for bridge. Of course, I played the lantern first. My opponent, I saw that cascade bluffs on top, so that let me know that my opponent was on Kiki. Yes, my opponent played a Snapcaster to try to get the clock going immediately. Yeah, I want to draw that Thoughtseize. It'll give me some good information. Pixis will help me make sure that my opponent can't Snapcaster stuff. Yeah, I hold on to the Thoughtseize so I can force through a ensnaring bridge. Yeah, I'm self-milling like crazy. There's a surgical, so there's that. And I named Celestial Colonnade with this because I know my opponent, the best threat my opponent had was to use Kiki, flashback Snapcaster, or get a copy of Snapcaster, flashback Bolt. So I just wait until my opponent tries to do that because that would be just enough to kill me before I land bridge. But yeah, now I have I got bridge. My opponent has 0 threats in hand. All I gotta do is keep my opponent off the burn. You notice I did not mill with my Pixis or Shredder there because I was afraid my opponent would use the Desolate Lighthouse to try to draw at instant speed. So I wait until I untap and draw the lantern so I have backup in case my opponent tries to instant speed there. And as you can see here, I go to Pixis it and my opponent tries to instant speed draw it. And this is where the drawing that lantern and waiting to draw that lantern really saves me. Yeah, I can hold that surgical for a while. Still being real careful about how and when I mill. Making it so that I'm forcing my opponent to use the Lighthouse on my terms. Just going to hold that surgical for a while. Yeah, I grabbed that Pirate Spellbomb, and so now I can loot the Spellbomb, take out the Kiki, take out Snapcaster, and then when my opponent tries to, opponent has Snapcaster in hand, and when the opponent tries to Snapcaster that, I can just use Surgical to take out any burn or whatever. So it's an easy game at this point, and the opponent concedes. So game 2. Yeah, I had to mull. There's a ghost quarter, so I want to say I put the ghost. I think I put the ghost quarter on the bottom. I don't remember. What did I do? No, I put it on top because I needed that. Oh yeah, I needed the land to play the spell Skype as early as possible. Yeah, go ahead and Inquisition and start stripping apart my opponent's hand. Yeah, I had to grab that Spreading Seas out of my opponent's hand because it would have cut me off a black, which opponent drew Spreading Seas anyways and was still able to cut me off a black, which was unfortunate. But fortunately, I do have the Mox Opal. Again, the opponent tries to play an early Snapcaster, and this time gets the Serum Visions out of it to try to get some tempo going. So Now I can Spellskite. This time I thought seize. Take out Kiki. I don't know if you noticed it, but my opponent had Rest in Peace and Island, Steam Vince, Electrolyze, Rest in Peace. I'm worried about Electrolyze, but I can take that out with Inquisition. Rest in Peace does nothing to me. It actually helps me because it shuts off my opponent's Snapcasters. So that's one less threat, really, that I got once I land a bridge. If I land a bridge, which we'll see how that goes in a second. And so yeah, then I'm good to go. I just gotta, I still have to worry about Desolate Lighthouse, but I got a Ghost Quarter right there. So I'm good. And I'm about to draw a Mill Rock. I don't block the Snapcaster because I don't want my opponent to use Electrolyze to take out Spellskite. Grab the Ghost Quarter so I can shut off Lighthouse. I still have these on from the last game I played. Yep, I don't need the Grafdigger's Cage because my opponent has Rest in Peace and will likely eventually play it. Even if they don't play it, I can just, not let them draw Snapcasters. Yep. So there's Rest in Peace. So I didn't need Grafdigger's Cage anyways. I was worried about that Surgical, but I didn't want to self-mill because I needed to make sure that my opponent couldn't draw into something good with Spreading Seas. Notice I don't have a bridge, but my opponent has 0 threats. That Snapcaster, I can block Snapcaster all day long with Spellskite. So as long as my opponent doesn't draw another threat, I'm good. Yeah, opponent's trying to shuffle up the top of the library. Get my second Mill Rock here. So the lock is just getting stronger and stronger, and opponent concedes. Without a bridge hitting play. That's not often, but it works when you just cut your opponent off of any, threats. Fun game. Very, very cool.